Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, everyone. High school basketball tonight on yourliveevent.com. We bring you high school basketball from Mahnomen High School tonight, where the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds get set to host the Thief River Falls Prowlers in boys basketball. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Thanks to Elizabeth Gunther. She is my Your Live Event engineer, assisted by Aaron Gunther tonight, who's sitting directly to the right of her. This is our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Plumbing and heating done by professionals. You can give them a call at 218-983-3611. Proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years, it's Hoban's Plumbing and Heating here in our pregame show. We'll talk to the head coach of the Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr. We're going to have a chance to talk to the head coach of the Thief River Falls Prowlers. That is John Hams. We'll also have a chance to look at our keys of the game. We'll have your starting lineups. And, of course, we'll have the opening tap. It is high school basketball tonight. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, end of the regular season tonight for the Birds. They host the Thief River Falls Prowlers. We'll go to our first timeout. When we come back, we will chat with John Clark Jr., head coach of the Thunderbirds. Pre-game show is on the air. Thunderbirds and Prowlers. It's on yourliveevent.com.
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds! For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall.
If you're thinking about updating your bathroom or kitchen, don't wait until the last minute. Planning is key. At Ada Building Center LLC on Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, you can check out the brand new displays with the latest in cabinets, countertops, and floor coverings. The Ada Building Center LLC team will guide you through designs and help you secure trusted contractors for the job. Stop today and start planning your remodel. 218-784-3661 or visit adabuildingcenter.com. Ada Building Center, your project starts here.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve, so we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090. Head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joins us here before a match against Thief River Falls to end the regular season. Tonight, Prowlers at your place. Rays, what do you know about this Thief River team?
A couple of really good players and fairly athletic across the board. So, we're going to have to make sure that we're dialed in on defense especially and, kind of learn as we go. So I think they're a lot like us in that when they're shooting it well, they play very well. And when they shoot it not so well, they get frustrated like we do. So probably two pretty similar teams.
Senior night tonight for your guys. Kind of a fun night for those seniors that are on the team.
Yeah, get to honor them, and a couple guys will get a start tonight that haven't started yet, so it's a good night for them and just a reward for all their hard work over the years, and let them know that we appreciate them, and should be fun for them.
As far as things you want to see your team tonight do well here to round out the regular season, what are the areas to focus on?
We need that defensive intensity on every possession. We show it at times, but we're not near consistent enough, especially at this time of year. So looking for defensive intensity on every possession and then under control on offense and making sure that, we're not settling for shots. So we're working for good shots. So those two areas tonight, they're what we're focusing on.
I know you've stayed pretty healthy throughout the course of this year. End of the regular season, I'm sure the guys are just anxious to get to that tournament play now.
Yeah, we've stayed healthy, got some sickness that's kind of affecting us, but injury-wise, we're in good shape. And yeah, they're excited to, see what they can do. That's what every player looks forward to, is playing in that tournament at the end of the year. So, we got to use this game as a springboard for that, because Thief River's a very good team. So it definitely will get us ready for the playoff push.
Keys tonight to get this win?
Defensive intensity, rebounding, and then taking care of the basketball and just being composed offensively.
Rays, appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thank you, Sean.
That is the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here in our pregame show. So our pregame coach's comments brought to you by Midwest Bank in Waubun. We'll go to a timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from John Hams. He's the head coach of the Thief River Falls Prowlers. It is the Prowlers and the Thunderbirds, and this is our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show, and it continues after this tonight on YourLiveEvent.com.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is proud to be your hometown grocery store. Featuring everyday low prices store-wide, make sure to check out their weekly sales flyer and don't miss out on the savings. They've got a great produce department, meat department, bakery, and so much more. It's easy to find low prices when you're shopping at Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Proud to be your hometown grocery store with everyday low prices. It's Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. At Deerwood Bank, we believe in the power of community. That's why we're committed to supporting our youth, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether it's sponsoring local sports teams or funding educational programs, we've been dedicated to helping our future leaders grow and succeed since 1910. Because at Deerwood Bank, we know that investing in our youth is investing in a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at any of our 14 Minnesota locations. Deerwood Bank, banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Head coach of the Thief River Falls Prowlers, John Hams, joins us before match against Mahnomen-Waubun tonight. Coach, you got the Thunderbirds. Tell me a little bit about your basketball team. How are they playing here at the end of the regular season?
We've been pretty inconsistent. We had a pretty good streak for a couple weeks. I think we won 6 in a row. We went to Pregame on Tuesday night and really got pounded. We lost by 39. So when we're playing well, we're distributing the ball. We can score. We can go with anybody. It's when we try to play a little too much one-on-one, do things like that we have a little trouble scoring. And, usually that translates for the other team into easy buckets. So, this time, I'm sure Coach Clark said it, it's getting ready for playoffs. You got to kind of work on what you're best at on offense, make sure you're playing defense, and just kind of nail those things down.
How about as far as the Thunderbirds, what do you know about them?
We know they're going to play fast. We know they're going to want to come and trap us, which means, we got to force them into some long shots defensively from us, and offensively we got to handle that pressure and get some layups to put some pressure on them when it comes to that stuff.
Here at the end of the regular season, what are the areas that you need to get better at here as you approach those playoffs?
We just got to get more consistent. We got to start especially from the three-point line. We got to find, that third and fourth scorer. We have two with Bridger Wilcox and Wyatt Nelson. They can score a lot of buckets for us, but to offset that, we need to get a third scorer so they're not so easy to guard or so people don't know who they have to chase constantly.
How about as far as health? Have you been able to stay healthy this year?
Well, everybody's getting over the flu and all those things, so finally we're starting to feel like guys are getting back into shape and stuff.
Overall keys tonight to get this win?
We're going to have to handle Mahnomen-Waubun's pressure. We're going to have to rebound the buckets, or rebound the basketball tonight, and make sure we convert on easy buckets.
Coach, I appreciate the comments here. Best of luck.
Thank you much.
That is John Hams. He's the head coach of the Thief River Falls Prowlers, joining us here in our pregame show. Pregame show is brought to you by Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. Plumbing and heating done by professionals. 218-983-3611. Take a break, come back. We'll talk some keys to the game, and we got your starting lineups right around the corner. Thunderbirds and Prowlers tonight. High school boys basketball. It's on Gold 101.5 KRJ. Actually, it's on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Are you confident in your financial future? This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. We help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals, whether it's saving for retirement, funding education, or building wealth. It's not just about numbers, it's about your life. Let's work together to build a strategy that grows with you. Call today for a complimentary consultation. 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. A full supply of building needs materials, shingles, insulation, and so much more. You'll find it at Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen. Not only do they carry the materials, they also have tools that you can buy or rent. They're a Milwaukee Tools dealer. They also have equipment that you can buy or rent, and they are now a steel dealer. Call today, 218-935-5631, or stop by Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen.
Well, let's talk keys of the game tonight during our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Keys for the visiting Thief River Falls Prowlers. Big keys for the Prowlers is going to be push the tempo and get your shooters involved early. They've got to have more. They've got to kind of build some balanced scoring here tonight. I think they need to push, get the ball up and down the floor, get the ball inside, and then be aggressive to the basket. Rebounding is going to be huge here. The Thunderbirds like to crash the boards, so the Prowlers are going to have to box out here tonight, and they're going to have to make free throws. For Mahnomen-Waubun, well, rebounding is something that they've really done a nice job, but defensively they need to become more consistent tonight. They need to move defensively. They can't give the Prowlers open shots. They need to get out on the perimeter, and then they also need to shut down the inside. And I think they just need to stay in control here tonight and just play a full 36 minutes of basketball, something that at times they've struggled to do. So tonight, be a good night to kind of get ready for the playoffs, play a full 36. Those are your keys to the game here tonight, part of our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. As we're getting you set for this one tonight, it is the Prowlers and the Thunderbirds boys basketball tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take a break. Our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show on the way. Coming up next is our starting lineups, Prowlers and Thunderbirds. It's on YourLiveEvent.com.
At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds from the faculty, staff, and students at the Mahnomen School District. For anyone that loves DIY projects, your locally owned True Value store on Main Street in Mahnomen is a shopper's paradise. They have everything you need for plumbing projects, electrical. They've got a full supply of paint and all of the painting supplies. They've got supplies for your outdoor projects, and of course, they've got the tools to get the job done. Stop by and see Ryan and Paige at your locally owned True Value store. For the DIY lovers, your locally owned True Value store is a shopper's paradise.
If a stranger walks up to you on the street and asks you for your money, that's called robbery. But when you walk into a bank full of people you don't know, you gladly hand over your entire paycheck. Walk into Midwest Bank, on the other hand, and half the time you can't get to the teller line before bumping into 2 friends and 3 neighbors. And those are just the people who work there. So you can hand your money over to some stranger, or you can go to Midwest Bank, the local bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
All right, let's get into our West Main Pizza starting lineups. West Main Pizza, they are more than just pizza. Check them out. They have 2 locations, Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Well, starting tonight for the Thief River Falls Prowlers, a senior number 0, Tucker Grindelin. A senior number 5, Bridger Wilcox. A senior number 10, Wyatt Nelson. A senior number 11, Jet Cornelius. And a senior number 25, Dylan Osowski. Prowlers are coached by John Hams. Assistant coach are Dominic Cruz and Riley Hendrickson. Wearing the white jerseys, the gold and blue trim. Prowlers across the front. Prowlers are 14 and 10. Now your starting lineup for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Here it is senior night tonight for the Thunderbirds. Starting tonight for the Thunderbirds, a junior, number 10, Anthony Thompson. A senior, number 11, Blair Heisler. A senior, number 22, Gage Jackson. A senior number 30, Brody Lutka, and a senior number 32, Ethan Jackson. Thunderbirds are coached by John Clark Jr. Assistant coaches are Dayton Mackey, Griffin Macy, Jamie Nordick, and Travis Casti. Wearing the teal jerseys, the white trim, the white numbers and letters, Thunderbirds across the front. Thunderbirds are 14 and 11. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Please patronize the fine advertisers that you hear throughout the broadcast. Thanks to Elizabeth Gunther. She is my Your Live event engineer. JV matchup was won by Mahnomen-Waubun 44-38. Opening tap is brought to you by Gordon Construction. Their quality construction services, a Native American-owned construction company. It is Gordon Construction. It'll be Jet Cornelius jumping against Ethan Jackson. Opening tap will be won by the Prowlers, and it'll be Dylan Osowski with the basketball to start things out. Osowski with the basketball will move to the right side, back up top to Osowski to go left side to now down low, a baseline jumper good for Tucker Grindelin. Grindelin with the baseline jumper makes it 2-0. Prowlers leading. Heisler on the right side. Shot clock didn't reset, so they had to reset it. Now it is reset. Now it is ready to go. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Prowlers lead 2-0. Early goings, and it'll be Anthony Thompson with the basketball. Thompson will bring it across to go left side to Ethan Jackson. Jackson moves back to the right side now to Gage Jackson, and Gage Jackson has it stolen away, slapped right out of his hands. Coming back the other way is Dylan Osowski. Osowski across half court. He'll go left side. This is Wyatt Nelson. Osowski now back on to the right side. Skip it all the way through to Bridger Wilcox for 3. Good. Bridger Wilcox buries a 3. It's 5-0 Prowlers. Anthony Thompson going to walk this one across for the Thunderbirds. Thompson back up top to Jackson. Now swinging left side, Heisler. Heisler looking to the block, not there. Had it poked out of his hands, and Heisler will pick it up in the backcourt. Give it back to Anthony Thompson as they'll reset. Thompson across half court. Works up top to Gage Jackson. Gage Jackson swings it over to Ethan Jackson. Jackson, there's 7 on the shot clock. Jackson over to Brody Lutka. Lutka tries a 3. That airballs. Rebounded by Tucker Grinlin. Grinlin moves it back to Osowski. Osowski will bring it back the other way. Left side, Wyatt Nelson. Nelson, Osowski, inside look. That one's tipped right back out to Osowski. As they look to swing it right side to Wilcox. Wilcox will look baseline, and he'll scoop, try to shovel pass, and he turns it over right into the hands of Gage Jackson. Here comes Ethan Jackson. 5-0 Prowlers. Jackson cut off, leaves it for Anthony Thompson. Thompson, baseline. He'll put up the shot, and it's good. Anthony Thompson on the baseline for 2. Makes it a 5-2 Prowler lead. Osowski across half court. Left side, Nelson to Wilcox. Wilcox on the baseline. He'll be cut off. Spin move. Nice move. And his shot is actually blocked, but he got it back, and then he's fouled on the putback. So Bridger Wilcox will go to the line. And I think the foul is going possibly against Gage Jackson. That'll be his first, team's first at the line. Bridger Wilcox shooting the first one. It's up and it's good. Wilcox makes the first one, makes it a 6-2 lead. One more for Bridger Wilcox. Second free throw up, good. Wilcox makes them both, makes it a 7-2 ball game. And it'll be Anthony Thompson with the ball as he'll bring it back across. Left side, Jackson over to Gage Jackson. Inside look, Anthony Thompson, 7-footer, partially blocked. The rebound came down to Jet Cornelius, and here comes the Prowlers. Back up top to Osowski. Swing it right side. This is Grinlin all the way across to Wilcox. Now it's left side. This is Wyatt Nelson's jumper, no good. Rebound Anthony Thompson, and a foul on the board. Foul on the rebound. It's going against Tucker Grinlin. Be his first. And a substitution coming. Lane Waldall check in. Our substitutions tonight are brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama, 218-204-0143. Thunderbird basketball, Anthony Thompson will look to bring it up here. 15:22 to play. First half, a 7-2 Prowler lead. Thompson, right side, Heisler. Heisler looks to the inside, not there, now down to the baseline. Heisler draws the trap, feeds it inside to Brody Lutka, and they call a foul. They're going to call the foul on Wyatt Nelson on a reach, on a loose ball foul. First personal, team second. Thunderbirds inbound from underneath their own basket. Lutka will look to inbound, gets it into Ethan Jackson. Jackson out to Anthony Thompson. Thompson trying to create some space. Spin move. His shot is up, and that's going to be no good. Rebounded by Dylan Osowski. Other way comes Wyatt Nelson. Up top, Osowski. Back over to the left side, Nelson. Nelson penetrates. Nelson, little roller is good. Wyatt Nelson rolls one in. Makes it a 9-2 ball game. Prowlers leading. Lutka across half court. And on the run. Lutka fouled, and they're going to call a hold. This one going against Jet Cornelius. That'll be his first. Substitutions coming for the Thunderbirds. Taden Larson, Gavin MacArthur in. Sitting down is Gage Jackson and Blair Heisler. In for the Prowlers comes Connor Bruce. Sitting down is Osowski. So the inbound will go to Taden Larson. Larson will pop the 3, and it won't fall. Rebounded quickly by Connor Bruce. And he'll bring it across for the Prowlers. 9-2, Thief River Falls leading. Over to Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox goes right side. Nelson, now it's to Bruce on the baseline. He's going to be cut off. In trouble. Leaves it out for Cornelius. Back to Bruce. Swing it over to Wilcox. Wilcox, little head fake. Drives in. Nice move by Bridger Wilcox. He's got 7 points, and it's a 9-point Prowler lead. Taden Larson, cross half court. Larson working against Nelson. Left side, Anthony Thompson. Thompson to MacArthur, now to Taden Larson, down to Brody Lutka, high post. Back to Gavin MacArthur, tries to get it inside, and it's knocked loose. Stays with the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds will inbound from the far sideline at 13:51 to play here in the first half, and an 11-2 lead for the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Inbound goes to Anthony Thompson. Thompson up top, crossover, loses the dribble, now kicks it out to Larson. They go left side to Brody Lutka. Lutka works his way in and misses a shot, and the rebound out of bounds. And they're going to say a shot clock violation as well, so the Thunderbirds will actually end up turning the ball over. 11-2. Bridger Wilcox will bring it up here for the Prowlers. Wilcox across half court, left side, Wyatt Nelson. Nelson driving down, cut off, goes back up top. This is Grindelin. Grindelin scored off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka, baseball pass to Ethan Jackson, and a foul going to be called. And that one's going against Connor Bruce. His first, team's fourth. It'll be Thunderbird basketball as they'll look to inbound from the far side. Inbound into Ethan Jackson. Jackson going to be blocked, but a foul called. So the foul called, this one is going against Lane Waldall. So Waldall picks up his first, team's fifth. Ethan Jackson to the line. Jackson will shoot some free throws here with 13-18 to play in the half. First one away, and it's off the iron, no good. So one more here for Ethan Jackson. Second free throw is up and good. So he makes one of two, makes it an 11-3 ball game. Bruce will give it up. Now it's Wyatt Nelson looking for space. So kick it back around. Here's Grinlin driving to the rack, and a nice drive there by Tucker Grinlin, and he'll score. Makes it a 10-point ball game, 13-3. Left side, here is Gavin MacArthur driving to the baseline. Nice drive, and off the glass. MacArthur found his way there, and he'll score. Quickly back the other way comes the Prowlers. The cutter, Wilcox ended up with it, and Wilcox goes around Ethan Jackson and scores, and he's going to get another free throw attempt as well. Spun to the left and went right around Ethan Jackson. And Jackson's going to be called with his first personal and a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken, actually they're going to call it on Gavin MacArthur. Timeout taken, brought to you by Gordon Construction. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 15-5. Prowlers leading.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
15-5, Bridger Wilcox at the line. He'll be shooting one free throw after the foul went against Gavin MacArthur. Wilcox has got 9 points. He's perfect from the free throw line after he makes that one. Makes it an 11-point game at 16-5. Right side, Tayden Larson. Off the screen, Larson looks to Brody Lutka. Lutka turns, drives in, left-handed lip. Good for Brody Lutka. Lutka able to find his way to the hoop on the drive, 16-7, Prowlers. Wilcox over to Grinlin. Grinlin, bounce pass goes inside to Cornelius. Back out to Wilcox. Wilcox coming off the screen. Nothing on the pick and roll. Over to Grinlin. Grinlin baseline. Grinlin one-hander, too hard, and the rebound comes right back out to Tucker Grinlin. All the way through to Wyatt Nelson. He'll try a three. Good. Wyatt Nelson buries a three, makes it 19-7. 12-point ball game. Right side, Anthony Thompson to Jackson. Left side, Larson. Larson trying to find some space. Back out to Brody Lutka. Lutka driving to his right. Spins, kick out to Anthony Thompson. Thompson tries a three, and that's good. Anthony Thompson buries a three. 19-10. Wilcox coming to the right side of the floor, hands it off to Grinlin. Grinlin to Cornelius. Now over to Connor Bruce. Hands it back to Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox to Nelson. Working the left side. Nelson kicks it out. Here's Wilcox 3. That's going to fall short. Rebounded by Ethan Jackson. Jackson to the outlet. Thompson. Thompson on the way back. Here's Anthony Thompson, and a charge. Went right through Connor Bruce, and Anthony Thompson is going to be called a player control foul, which is also a turnover. Substitutions, Ladanian Rowland. Tommy Phillips in as Anthony Thompson and Ethan Jackson sit down. In for the Prowlers is Dylan Asowski, and also in is Karsten Westerman. Substitutions are brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall. 19-10. Right side, Westerman. Kick it out. Actually, it's Casey Nelson that's in the game. Here's Wilcox. Back out to Nelson. Skip it across to Grindelin. Grindelin back out to Nelson. Nelson surveys. Nelson looking for the screen. Now drives over to Asowski. There's 8 on the shot clock. Inside to Wilcox. Wilcox turns. Has to force up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Ladanian Rowland. Lutka. Phillips. Here comes the Thunderbirds in transition. A 19-10 lead for the Prowlers. Right side, Taden Larson. Inside look to Ladanian Rowland. Rowland steps in. Nice little stop. Makes a move. Couldn't get the shot to fall, and the rebound is tipped out to Tommy Phillips. Phillips skip it inside to Taden Larson. Catches, releases in the air, and scores. Nice look to see Taden Larson on the backside. 19-12. Prowlers by 7. Asowski back across. Here's Dylan Asowski. He'll leave it. Right side, Nelson. Inside, nice look. And Dylan Asowski cut into the rack. And they find him for the easy layup. 21-12. Tommy Phillips. Push into the right side. Hands it off. Nope. And it's going to be turned over by the Thunderbirds. Trying to hand it off to Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur wasn't ready for it. And here's an easy left-handed layup by Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox with the bucket, 23-12. 12 points for Bridger Wilcox here in this first half. 9:19 to play. First half of basketball. Larson to Phillips. Back out to MacArthur. MacArthur goes to Brody Lutka. Lutka will leave it left side to Phillips. Phillips looks to drive, has to stop. Now a backside cut to Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur lost the handle and out of bounds it goes. Turnover Thunderbirds. Substitution, Wyatt Nelson coming in. Sitting down is Bridger Wilcox. 23-12, Prowlers leading, 9:01 to play in the first half. Asowski across half court. They go right side to Nelson. They swing it quickly to Nelson on the left. Back up top to Grindelin. Grindelin looks for some space. Out to Nelson on the left side. Nelson up top to Asowski. 15 on the shot clock. Asowski back to Nelson in the corner. As they work back around to Nelson. Now it's Nelson shoots a 3 and he hits it. Second 3 of the night for Wyatt Nelson, and it's 26-12, a 14-point lead for the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Inside look, and the ball is tipped and knocked away. Turnover Thunderbirds. Here comes Wyatt Nelson. He'll hold up, leave it out for Grindelin. Tucker Grindelin over to Dylan Asowski. Asowski out in the front court, 8:13 first half, 26-12 Prowlers. Now back to Cornelius, left side, Grindelin. Grindelin tries baseline and scores. Tucker Grindelin on the baseline take. And a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by the Thunderbirds. 28-12. Prowlers lead on your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
The Seed Specialist. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen. 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the Seed Specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen.
8:02 to go, first half. 28-12. Prowlers have opened up a 16-point lead. It'll be Thunderbird basketball. Ethan Jackson back into the game. He came in for Brody Lutka. Tommy Phillips will swing it over to the right side to Anthony Thompson. Thompson up top, Taden Larson now over to Tommy Phillips. Phillips sweeps through. Phillips holds up, kicks it out. Ethan Jackson. Jackson driving and tried to dish it inside to Taden Larson. Ends up, ball is tipped and turned over. Here comes Dylan Asowski back across. Asowski, right side, Nelson back out to Asowski. They'll swing it over to Grindlin. Grindlin, Asowski, and now Wilcox, who checked back in during the break. Here's Asowski into the corner. Grindlin back to Wilcox. Wilcox all the way through to Wyatt Nelson. He'll try a three, and it's good. Wyatt Nelson has now knocked down 3 threes in the half, and it's 31-12. It's a 19-point lead for the Prowlers. Inside look to Rowland. Rowland inside Ethan Jackson. Jackson looks for space, turns and scores. So Ethan Jackson stops the Prowler run, makes it 31-14. Asowski quickly back across over to Wilcox. Wilcox almost had it poked away and then did have it poked away. And a foul called after. It's a turnover on the Prowlers. And a Bridger Wilcox foul. It's his first, team 6th. Substitution, Ladanian Rowland coming out. Brody Lutka in. Lane Waldall checks in. Sitting down. It's Cornelius Jet Cornelius. 31-14, Prowlers leading. 17-point deficit. Jackson goes right side to Taden Larson, and Larson lost the handle, and it's a turnover. Turnover number 8 on the Thunderbirds. A 31-14 game, Prowlers leading. Asowski will bring it up for Thief River Falls. They swing right side to Grindlin. Grindlin inside. Boy, Wilcox got all alone, got free from everyone. Gets the easy right hand to layup. The defense did not come down to help out. 33-14. Here's Taden Larson. Larson, free throw line, inside to Ethan Jackson, trying to get the handle. Jackson turns, and he'll score off the glass. Took him a bit to get the handle. When he did, he was able to get the bucket. 33-16. Asowski, left side, Wilcox. Wilcox back to Asowski. Inside the poke. Goes through, and it's a turnover. Larson over to Tommy Phillips. Phillips rejected by Bridger Wilcox. And here comes Wilcox. Wilcox tried to dish it to Wyatt Nelson. And they throw it away. It's a turnover on the Prowlers. Substitution as Asowski coming out. Connor Bruce is back in. Substitutions brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama. 33-16. The lead for the Prowlers. Here's Taden Larson. Larson holds up. Back out to Gavin MacArthur. Inside look to Ethan Jackson. Jackson looks to drive. Turns. His shot is contested. And the rebound controlled by Bridger Wilcox. And Wilcox will trot back the other way. And what a look, but he throws it away. Turned over. Here's Taden Larson the other way, and Larson's got the easy layup. Wilcox let him go. 33-18. Thunderbirds trying to get the trap set up. Skip into the corner to Connor Bruce. Back out to Wilcox. They swing all the way through to Wyatt Nelson, who'll shoot the three. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur's coming back with it. 15-point lead for the Prowlers. Here's Anthony Thompson, who caught back in, and Thompson got an easy one. Drives right-handed layup good, and a timeout on the floor for the Prowlers. Timeouts brought to you by Gordon Construction of Mahnomen. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 4:50 to go first half. 33-20. Prowlers by 13.
The Thunderbird Booster Club is proud to support and cheer on the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. The Thunderbird Booster Club encourages everyone to show your Thunderbird spirit. Stop by the Waubun School Store. Check out all of the new clothing and gear available to show your Thunderbird pride. Let's go, Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. A cheer from the Thunderbird Booster Club.
$33 to 20. It's a 13-point lead. The Prowlers had it up to 19. Thunderbirds have come back on a little 6-0 run here. Connor Bruce with the basketball, bring it across. Thunderbirds trying to get the trap set up, and in fact, it ends up in a jump ball, and the possession arrow favor of the Thunderbirds. So they get their half-court trap set up. Forces a turnover. And it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Larson with the basketball. Crossing back, and Larson drives, leaves it for Brody Lutka. Lutka goes up strong, but missed the shot, and then he's fouled. Grinlin's going to be called with the foul. Tucker Grinlin picks up his second. Sends Brody Lutka to the line. 4:31 to play. And at the line is Brody Lutka. First free throw is good. Makes it a 12-point ball game. 7-0 run here by the Thunderbirds. One more coming. Second one is good. So Lutka makes them both, 33-22. Thunderbirds trying to get that half-court trap set up. They got to force it across to get it to Grinlin. Grinlin has it stripped away, and it's a turnover. And a big strip there. Grinlin had a baseline layup ripped away. 33-22. Here's Taden Larson for three, and it's good. Larson buries a three, and it's an 8-point game. It's a 10-0 run. 33-25. Pass ahead to Wyatt Nelson. Kick it out to Grinlin. Grinlin, little contact, bounces through, gets it to Wyatt Nelson over to Wilcox. Bridger Wilcox, this three is going to be well short. Comes down to Connor Bruce. Bruce on the drive. That's way off the mark. Lutka with the rebound, and here comes the Thunderbirds. Thompson on the right side, 33-25. Thompson going to be fouled from the side. Foul called. Thunderbirds are currently on a 10-0 run. Substitutions. Sitting down is Grinlin and Bruce. Asowski and Waldall checking in. At the line is Anthony Thompson. Thompson's got 7 points here tonight. And the 1-and-1, he makes the first one. Team's 8th foul. The foul was on Tucker Grinlin. That's his third. One more here for Anthony Thompson, and he makes it. So Thompson makes them both and makes it a 6-point ball game at 33-27. This was a 19-point game at one point. Thunderbirds have changed their defense here and gone to the trap. And now a throwaway by the Prowlers. Back the other way comes Thompson. Here is Larson, back to Thompson. Thompson right side, and they leave him, and he's going to drive in and score. Prowlers' defense came out and defended and then left him, and it's a 4-point game at 33-29. It's a 12-0 run. Asowski inside. Waldo all the way through to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson's three off the mark. Rebound down to Gavin MacArthur. Thunderbirds trying to make it up the floor here. Taden Larson. Larson inside to Ethan Jackson. Jackson nearly tied up and then just stops, takes a short pull-up. It's good. Ethan Jackson for two. Now it's a 2-point ball game. Wilcox spinning to the left and fouled by Taden Larson, who was defending him from the back. It's a 2-point game. Currently a 16-0 run. Inbound goes to Wyatt Nelson. He's in the corner right where you don't want to be. And all the way out to Asowski, who tracks it down. Now the pass going to the right is turned over once again. Back the other way comes Taden Larson. Larson fouled. And the foul is going to go against Jet Cornelius. Cornelius trying to get down the floor. You got to have a pretty good effort to beat Taden Larson down the floor, and Larson will go to the line. Thunderbirds trying to keep the run going here. They're at 16-0. Larson's first one is good. Substitution, Blair Heisler coming in for Gavin MacArthur. One more here for Taden Larson. 33-32, a chance to tie it up. Second one away, good for Taden Larson. That ties it at 33, our first tie of the night. It's an 18-0 run right now. They go right side. Here's a drive. Waldall inside, and Lane Waldall for two will stop the run at 18-0. 35-33, left side Anthony Thompson. Thompson crossing over. Now picks up the dribble, lives it for Taden Larson left side. Larson driving back to the left. Here comes Larson. Larson lost the basketball and then throws this one. It's tipped. Blair Heisler ends up with it and over to Lutka. Lutka's fouled. Lane Waldall is going to commit the foul, his second. That'll send Lutka to the line. So the team's 10th foul. So double bonus for the Thunderbirds the rest of the way. Lutka at the line. First free throw, no good. Substitution. Taden Larson out. Tommy Phillips in. 1:54 to go. First half, 35-33. Second free throw is good for Lutka. Makes one of two. 35-34. Prowlers by one. All the way across to Waldall. Out. Jet Cornelius inside to Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox out to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson tries a three. That's good. 4 threes this half for Wyatt Nelson. 38-34 up to Tommy Phillips. Phillips lines up a three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Wyatt Nelson. Nelson on the return, pushing down the right side. He'll hold up. Leaves it for Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox just makes his way in and fouled from behind. Wilcox so quick. Went right inside the defense, and he'll go to the line for two as the foul is on Blair Heisler. So at the line is Bridger Wilcox. He's 3 of 3 from the line. First one up, and that's no good. 14 on the night tonight for Wilcox. He'll shoot one more. Second one, that one's good. 39-34. 5-point game. Prowlers lead with 1:22 to play in the half. Phillips, backdoor cut for Anthony Thompson, and boy, they set that one beautifully. Thompson gets an easy layup. 39-36, 1:10 to go. Across to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson will skip it across to Asowski. Asowski throws it right into the hands of Tommy Phillips. And now ahead, and then the Thunderbirds turn it right back over. Both teams with 10 turnovers in the half. Here's Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox leaves it out for Jet Cornelius. They go left side of Asowski, back to Wilcox. Wilcox fouled on the three. Bridger Wilcox will go to the line for 3 free throws. Ethan Jackson's going to be charged with the foul. So Wilcox will get 3 here with 47 seconds to play in the half. First free throw, good. Wilcox now 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. He'll get another one. Second one is good. One more here for Wilcox. 41-36. Substitution. Connor Bruce back in. Sitting down is Jet Cornelius. Third one for Wilcox is good. So he made all 3 of them. 42-36, it's a 6-point ball game. 40 seconds to play in the half. Phillips, left side, Heisler. Heisler has it ripped right out of his hands by Asowski ahead to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson's layup is good. Wyatt Nelson stripped it, ripped it right out of Heisler's hands. 44-36, here comes Anthony Thompson. Thompson charge. Second player control foul of the night on Anthony Thompson. This time he went right through Waldall, and it'll be Prowler basketball. Substitution, Taden Larson, Gavin MacArthur in, Thompson sitting down, and Heisler sitting down. 25 seconds to go in the half. Prowler basketball leading 44-36. Wilcox across to Asowski, and they'll throw this one, and it's saved somehow by Lutka. Here comes Larson back the other way. Taden Larson with the runner. It's good. The trap is proving to be effective against the Prowlers. Almost stolen away. Here's Wyatt Nelson inside to Waldall and a foul. 0.6 seconds, and Lane Waldall will go to the line to shoot free throws. I think Ethan Jackson is going to pick up his second. So free throws here for Lane Waldall. Waldall with 2 points tonight. First one, no good. It was halfway down the cylinder and then popped back out. Next one coming. Second free throw on the way. Second one short. And a putback. The rebound by Wilcox, and he had a chance to put it back, but he missed. We go to the halftime mark. So 1 half in the books. It is Thief River Falls leading Mahnomen-Waubun by a score of 44-38. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Our halftime report on the way. At the half, Thief River Falls leads 44-38.
United Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. Be amazing with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. Be adventurous. Be the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Upgrade your toolbox and tackle any project with the latest from Ada Building Center, LLC. They've added a massive 24-foot Diablo display filled with everything you need, brand new to the store. From circular saw blades to framing blades and metal drilling solutions and diamond cutting concrete blades, Diablo has it all. Need fine finish or general purpose wood blades? High-performance crew driving bits? They've got you covered. Stop by Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, and see the Diablo difference for yourself. Your next project starts here.
At Valley Vision Clinic, they are dedicated to providing high-quality optometry services in a comfortable environment. The friendly staff is available to answer questions about the services they provide, as well as scheduling, insurance coverages, frames and lens options, and more. Valley Vision will take both eye emergencies and scheduled appointments. They offer vision financing options and will work with vision insurance providers to ensure good eye health and vision care for all their patients. Call 784-4091 for Dr. Dave Salsing and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Mahnomen-Waubun White Earth School District.
If you're ready for a great meal, head over to West Main Pizza in Ada and Dilworth. They have a variety of pizzas like Supreme, Barbecue Chicken, The Reuben, Grandma G's Sloppy Joe, BLT, Hawaiian, Vegetarian, and more. West Main Pizza also serves nachos and tacos, great pasta dishes, panini sandwiches, subs, and salads. West Main Pizza at 320 East Main Street in Ada and 111 15th Street Northeast in Dilworth. Check them out online at westmainpizza.net.
Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCollum Agency of Bijou and Detroit Lakes presents our halftime report here today. With all of your insurance needs, contact Joe, 218-844-5970. He'll give you a free quote and he'll find you the coverage that'll best fit your budget. Joe McCollum and Farmers Union Insurance, offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Well, first half, the Thief River Falls Prowlers came out shooting red hot. In fact, they were up by 19 points. The Thunderbirds would go on an 18-0 run and actually tie the game at 33. Then Thief River Falls would get hot, hit some shots once again. They'd go up by 8. Thunderbirds hit a shot right before the half, and that leaves us at a 6-point game with Thief River Falls leading 44. to 38 as we look inside the numbers. For Mahnomen-Waubun, they're led in scoring by Anthony Thompson, 13 points and a board. It's 2 of 2 from the line. Taden Larson, 11 points here, 2 of 2 from the line. Ethan Jackson, 7 points and a board, 1 of 2 from the line. Brody Lutka, 5 points, 2 boards. He's 3 of 4 from the line. It's Gavin MacArthur, 2 points, 2 boards here. And Brody Lutka, 5 points, 2 boards. He's 3 of 4 from the line. Thunderbirds as a team are 8 of 10. They've got 8 rebounds. Fouls, 2 on Ethan Jackson, 2 on Anthony Thompson, 1 on Taden Larson, 1 on Gavin MacArthur, 1 on Blair Heisler, and 1 on Gage Jackson. 12 turnovers in the first half for the Thunderbirds. For Thief River Falls, they're led in scoring by Bridger Wilcox. He's got 18 points and 2 boards. Wilcox went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Wyatt Nelson, 16 points and a board, as Wyatt Nelson hit 4 threes in that first half. It is Tucker Grindelin with 6 points and 2 boards. And it is Dylan Asowski, 2 points and a board. Lane Waldall, 2 points in this first half. Thief River Falls, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. They have 9 rebounds here. Fouls, 3 on Tucker Grindelin, 2 on Jet Cornelius, 2 on Lane Waldall, 1 on Connor Bruce, 1 on Wyatt Nelson, and 1 on Bridger Wilcox. Thief River Falls has turned the ball over 11 times here in this first half. We've got a good one here tonight. Thief River Falls leading Mahnomen-Waubun 44-38. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more, and the second half is right around the corner. Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency of Bijou and Detroit Lakes halftime report continues after this on yourliveevent.com.
Did you know one of the leading employers in northern Minnesota is the White Earth Reservation Business Committee? With more than 1,100 employees, we're proud to offer careers in healthcare, education, technology, marketing, communications, and more. And with competitive wages, it's worth the easy commute. Ready for something new? Visit whiteearth.com today to see career opportunities. The White Earth Reservation Business Committee. Your future is closer than you think.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds! From all for superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall.
If you're thinking about updating your bathroom or kitchen, don't wait until the last minute. Planning is key. At Ada Building Center LLC on Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, you can check out the brand new displays with the latest in cabinets, countertops, and floor coverings. The Ada Building Center LLC team will guide you through designs and help you secure trusted contractors for the job. Stop today and start planning your remodel. 218-784-3661 or visit adabuildingcenter.com. Ada Building Center, your project starts here.
44-38 as we come out of the halftime break. Thief River Falls leading Mahnomen-Waubun here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Thanks to the Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum Agency, offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes, for bringing us the halftime report. Of course, Joe McCullum will give you a free quote if you call him, 218-844-5970. He's got offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Ready for the second half of action tonight on yourliveevent.com. Thunderbirds and Prowlers. Starting 5 on the floor for the Prowlers. Tucker Grinlund, Bridger Wilcox, Wyatt Nelson, Jet Cornelius, and Dylan Osowski. On the floor for the Thunderbirds, it'll be Anthony Thompson, Ethan Jackson, Tayden Larson, Gavin MacArthur, and Brody Lutka. So it'll be Thief River Falls basketball out of the break. So they set the clock. And we're ready to go. Here we go, second half underway. Bridger Wilcox with the basketball, right side, Osowski. Osowski surveys out front. They go right side, Grinlund. Grinlund swings it to Cornelius over to the left side. Here's Wyatt Nelson back up top to Wilcox. Bridger Wilcox leaves it. Grinlund in the corner. He'll shoot a 3. That's well off the mark. Ethan Jackson's down to the second board. Anthony Thompson will come back with it. Thompson holds up, leaves it for Tayden Larson. Larson over to Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur inside to Brody Lutka. Backside, nice pass behind the back to Ethan Jackson, and he'll score 2. 44-40. A little behind the back pass there by Brody Lutka. Osowski over to Grinlund on the left side. Grinlund baseline. He'll be cut off. Extra pass down to Jet Cornelius, and Cornelius up strong and scores. First points of the night for Jet Cornelius. Other end, here is Anthony Thompson. The layup is good for Anthony Thompson. Nobody getting back on defense for the Prowlers. 46-42. Osowski over to Wilcox. They got to get it across. Wilcox will toss it into Wyatt Nelson. Nelson skips all the way across over to Grinlund. Now back out to Osowski to run the point. They go right side, Grinlund. As they try to get it inside to Cornelius. Now Osowski, inside, dangerous pass, and that's going to be turned over by the Prowlers. And here comes Ethan Jackson, 46-42. Jackson, left side, Tayden Larson. Larson sees a lane and then has it stripped away, turnover Thunderbirds. Baseball pass up, and that's turned over by the Prowlers. Both teams trying to force the basketball a bit here to start the second half, and both teams are turning it over. Thompson, right side, Larson. Larson up top to Jackson. Jackson will try a 3 of his own. It's good. Ethan Jackson buries a 3. It's a 1-point game at 46-45. Osowski, Wilcox across to Grinlund. Grinlund across to Osowski. Corner, Wyatt Nelson. Nelson back to Osowski. Osowski back into Wyatt Nelson. Nelson drives. Baseline take. Good for Wyatt Nelson. Nelson with 18. 48-45. Tayden Larson will leave it for Anthony Thompson up top. Thompson, and we're going to have a reach, and that's going against Tucker Grinlund, and that'll be his 4th. So Grinlund picks up his 4th, and he'll have to sit down. Osowski sitting down. Waldall and Bruce coming in. Substitutions brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall. 48-45, inbound to go to Anthony Thompson. As they work to the left side, Gavin MacArthur, quick drive. MacArthur goes baseline and scores. MacArthur is solid driving that baseline, 48-47. Connor Bruce. Bruce drives, kicks it out to no one, and then it's turned over. Not sure what Connor Bruce had in store there. And then the Thunderbirds turn it over on the other end. Bridger Wilcox ends up with it. Here comes Wilcox back down the right side. Wilcox holds up right side, Waldall. Waldall back out, Wilcox will leave it for Bruce. 48-47. And here's going to be a foul on Anthony Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd. So Thompson with 3. And it'll be Prowler basketball to inbound. Inbound into the backcourt to Bridger Wilcox. He'll work against Gavin MacArthur. Here's Wilcox. Left side, Bruce into the corner. Waldall. Waldall tries a 3, and it's good. Lane Waldall buries a 3. Didn't look like he was going to shoot it. Then he just pulled the trigger. 51-47. Thompson into Lutka. Lutka back out to Gavin MacArthur. He'll try a 3. He'll bury it. Gavin MacArthur answers right back. 51-50. Here's Wilcox over to Connor Bruce. Hands it off to Waldall. Back to Bruce in the corner. Nothing on the inside. Now they try to skip it in, and somehow Lane Waldall ends up with it, and Waldall underneath scores. Lane Waldall, the pass was tipped straight in the air, and Waldall was able to pull it down. Back the other way, Thompson. Thompson looks to drive, baseline, he's cut off, leaves it for Lutka. Lutka driving the lane, and he'll get a layup. Nice look from Thompson to Lutka. 53-52, 14 to play. Wilcox, high post, Jet Cornelius over to Connor Bruce on the left side. Kick it out. Here's a drive by Lane Waldall. Waldall misses a shot, rebounded by Anthony Thompson. Thompson coming back the other way. Thompson on the drive. Thompson high off the glass, scores, and the Thunderbirds take their first lead of the night at 54-53. Here's Connor Bruce. Bounce pass out to Jet Cornelius. Back over to Bruce. Connor Bruce looking. Back out to Waldall. Top of the key. Lane Waldall. He'll drive, one-hander, too hard. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka goes right side to Anthony Thompson. 54-53 Thunderbirds. Back out to Thompson. Thompson works out front. Nelson will step out. They go to Gavin MacArthur. Now inside look to Brody Lutka. Oh, nice pass. And Ethan Jackson's got an easy one. And a timeout. Prowlers got to take a timeout and talk. 13:02 to play in this one. Thunderbirds now lead the Prowlers 56-53.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
56-53, a three-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Their greatest lead of the night. They were down by 19 in the first half. Prowlers have their big two with Bridger Wilcox and Wyatt Nelson. Very quiet here in this set to start the second half. Left side, Waldall looks inside, not there. Now out to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson, top of the key. Nelson looks for space, kick out. Waldall will try a three, and that's going to rim off, no good. Rebounded by Ethan Jackson. Baseball pass up to Anthony Thompson. Leave him alone. He'll shoot the three. It's no good. The rebound comes down to Spencer Scar, who's into the game. Came in during the break. Wilcox coming back. 3-point Thunderbird lead. Right side, Asowski. Asowski comes back up top. Leaves it out for Waldall. Pushes into the corner. Scar tries to force inside, and it's tipped out by the Thunderbirds. Tipped out of bounds. Substitution. Waldall coming out. Connor Bruce back in. Prowlers to inbound. Goes into Asowski. Asowski left side. Scar. Now back out. As they try the three, and that's good. Asowski buries the three there. Dylan Asowski. 56 all, we're tied. High post, Lutka inside to Ethan Jackson. Jackson misses the shot, and it's tipped out to Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox on the run. Wilcox holding up. Now Wilcox looks to drive, lost the handle. Kick it out to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson in the corner. Working against Tommy Phillips. Back out to Wilcox. Wilcox right side coming around. Wilcox reverse layup. Carries it all the way through on the baseline. Prowlers back up 58-56. Brody Lutka, jump stop. He'll stop, kick it out to Tommy Phillips. Phillips to Larson. Larson's going to try a three, and it's good. Taden Larson for three. Thunderbirds on top, 59-58. Other side, Connor Bruce. Bruce tries to force it inside, and it's turned over. 15 of them on the Prowlers. Here comes Larson. Larson up top to Jackson. They leave Ethan Jackson all alone, and he'll shoot the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Dylan Osowski. Prowlers at moments have lapses on defense where they'll leave guys wide open. They come out on them and then leave them. Connor Bruce in the corner. He'll try a three. Rimmed in, rimmed out. Rebounded by Scar and rejected from behind. Spencer Scar got a big rebound and then had it slapped away from behind. Substitution coming in is Casey Nelson. Sitting down is Wyatt Nelson. Inbound into the corner. Scar, he'll try a three. That's well off the mark. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka, baseball pass up the floor to Ethan Jackson. Jackson crossing over, trying to find his way into the paint. Backside cut for Anthony Thompson. Nice pass. Thompson finishing it off. Thompson with 19. Thunderbirds up 61-58. Corner, Connor Bruce. Bruce lofts it across to Sowski up top, right side. Now they work inside to Scar. Back out, and they work up top again to Osowski. Perimeter here is Dylan Osowski. Looks for some space. Has to go left side to Connor Bruce. Bruce back. They work to the right side to Osowski. 10 on the shot clock. They go left side, Connor Bruce. Bruce on the drive. Head fake. And a travel. Slipped. Slid his feet. Turnover 16. Substitution. Jet Cornelius going to come back in. Sitting down is Spencer Scar. Thunderbird basketball leading 61-58. Taden Larson. Phillips, now Thompson right side. They go underneath, and Jackson got free of everyone, and Ethan Jackson gets an easy one. 16 for Jackson, and it's a 63-58 lead. It's a 5-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Right side. They work it over to Casey Nelson. Nelson, skip it across to Connor Bruce. Stepped out of bounds with it. Turnover, Prowlers. Substitutions. Connor Bruce coming out. Casey Nelson coming out. Tucker Grinlin coming in. And Wyatt Nelson coming in. 63-58. Right side, Thompson back to Larson. They go to Phillips. Underneath, here's Brody Luckett. Nice passing trio, and it's in for Ethan Jackson, an easy one. Jackson, an easy one at a time on the floor. Timeout taken. We'll take it as well. 9:12 to play. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Thunderbirds lead 65-58.
All Works Underground Utilities LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
9:12 to go in this one. Thunderbirds lead by 7, 65-58. They're going to put the press on. Prowlers will have the basketball. Inbound pass is knocked out of bounds by the Thunderbirds. They'll inbound once again. The inbound goes to Osowski. So Osowski will bring this one up with 9:07 to play. Right side, Grinlin back inside, and the pass too tall for Osowski, turned over. Turnover number 18 on the Prowlers. 9:01 to go. 7-point lead for Mahnomen-Waubun at 65-58. Right side, Tommy Phillips back to Larson, swing it over to Thompson to the left side. High post, Lutka down to Ethan Jackson. Jackson gets position, and you're not going to do anything about it. 20 for Ethan Jackson, and it's a 9-point Thunderbird lead now. Grindelin all the way over to Osowski. Osowski's going to try a three. It's off the back iron, no good. And a rebound coming down to Tayden Larson. Larson ahead to Tommy Phillips. And Phillips fouled by Wyatt Nelson. Nelson tried to just strip the ball out of his hands. Call with a foul. So that'll send Tommy Phillips to the line to shoot two. 8:27 to play. First one on the way, good. Makes the first one. He'll shoot again. Second free throw for Phillips is good. Made them both. It is an 11-point Thunderbird lead now, their greatest lead of the night. Grinlin will leave it over for Osowski. Back to Grinlin. Hop, step, and jump. Nice move to the rack, and it's good for Tucker Grinlin. 69-60. Jackson out to Thompson. Here's Anthony Thompson. Thompson, step back, three on the way. It's no good. And a rebound down to Jet Cornelius. Cornelius up ahead, and the baseball pass over the head of Wyatt Nelson. Turnover, number 19 on the Prowlers. Substitutions, Gavin MacArthur coming in. Phillips coming out. 69-60. It's a 9-point Thunderbird lead. 7:53 to go. Coming up with it is Tayden Larson. Leaves it over for Jackson. Left side, here's Anthony Thompson. Thompson trying to find space. Misses a shot, and a rebound down to Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox at 18 in the first half. Just 2 points in this second half. Left side, Grinlin. Grinlin fouled coming through. So foul called. So the foul's on, I think, Brody Lutka. That'll be Lutka's first. Inbound to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson out to Grinlin. Grinlin steps in, little fall away. That one's off the mark, and the rebound tipped out to Tayden Larson. And Ethan Jackson traveled. So it'll be Prowler basketball. They go down to Cornelius. Now it's Bridger Wilcox on the baseline. Wilcox, and he's fouled. Going against Brody Lutka. So a foul called will send Bridger Wilcox to the line. First one good. Wilcox has been very solid from the free throw line. Makes that one. 69-61. Second one is up, and that one's off the mark. Rebounded by Ethan Jackson. 4 boards for Jackson. Larson out front. Here's Tayden Larson hanging it off to Anthony Thompson. Thompson look to drive, backs it out. High post, Brody Lutka. Lutka tried to get it inside, turns it over. Grinlin on the return. Grinlin, one-hander, couldn't get the fall. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka ahead to Larson. 6.5 to go. Larson leaves it up top for Anthony Thompson. Down low to Ethan Jackson. Jackson fights his way in but misses a shot. Rebounded by Bridger Wilcox, his 5th. Wilcox walking it across. Wilcox out to Osowski, over to Grinlin. Grinlin drives and misses a shot, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. And it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Lane Waldall coming in for Grinlin. Sitting down, Grinlin. Lane Waldall checks in. 6:06 to go, 69-61. Back to the way, Tayden Larson to the left side. Up top, Ethan Jackson, top of the key. Down low to Brody Lutka. Lutka! Little reverse layup there for Brody Lutka is good. He's got 9 points. Back to a 10-point game at 71-61. Right side, Wyatt Nelson. Nelson up top to Waldall. Waldall tries to get inside, and he's cut off. Leaves it out for Bridger Wilcox. Cut off. Wilcox back to Waldall. They'll get it out to Asalski. Swing it right side to Nelson. Nelson spots up, shoots the three. It's no good. And a rebound that Brody Lutka is able to get. And then nearly turned over, but MacArthur did a great job of saving it. Over to Brody Lutka. 5:19 to play. It's a 10-point Thunderbird game. Lead. Lutka top of the key. Lofts it inside to Ethan Jackson. We're going to have a foul. Wyatt Nelson picks up his third. This one on the floor, not a shooting foul. Sitting down is Jet Cornelius. Checking in is Spencer Scar. 71-61. Thunderbirds by 10. Inbound to Taden Larson in the corner. Shoots the three. It's up short. And a rebound that we're going to have a scrum for it. And Taden Larson, well, Gavin MacArthur actually fell on it. And Coach Con Clark Jr. called a quick timeout before they called a jump ball. So the timeout given, we'll take it. 71-61. We're back right after this.
Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is proud to be your hometown grocery store. Featuring everyday low prices store-wide, make sure to check out their weekly sales flyer and don't miss out on the savings. They've got a great produce department, meat department, bakery, and so much more. It's easy to find low prices when you're shopping at Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Proud to be your hometown grocery store with everyday low prices. It's Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen.
71-61. Thunderbirds up by 10 with 5:05 to play in the game. Thanks for tuning in tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Inbound goes to Anthony Thompson over to Taden Larson. Ball tipped away. Larson gets it back. Now Larson drives, dumps inside to Brody Lutka. Lutka one-hander, missed the shot. And the rebound torn down by Dylan Asowski. Asowski clears it and comes back with 4:50 to go. So Asowski leaves it left side. Spencer Scar back to Asowski. They call a kick on the Thunderbirds. Trying to defend the pass. The inbound goes to Waldall. Waldall all the way through to Spencer Scar. Now baseline, Asowski. Asowski inside, and Bridger Wilcox cut into the basket, gets the pass, and he scores. 71-63. Larson across with 4:28 to play. A 71-63 Thunderbird lead. Taden Larson just driving, following everybody else. Misses the layup. Wilcox back the other way. Wilcox holding up. Back to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson looking for space. Nobody moving, though. Over to Waldall on the left side. Waldall up top to Asowski. Now the offense coming. Asowski works, drives, leaves it on the baseline for Spencer Scar. Misses the shot. And the rebound. Asowski lost it out of bounds. Thunderbird basketball. Inbound coming here. Taden Larson will bring it up. Larson left side, MacArthur. And the ball kicked back, trying to pass the ball. Inbound will go to Taden Larson. It's Anthony Thompson looking for space. Thompson continuing to drive through, and he's fouled. So the foul called. It's going to go on Wyatt Nelson. That's his fourth. First free throw up and good for Anthony Thompson. Substitution, Tommy Phillips in for Gavin MacArthur. Tucker Grindelin coming in for Spencer Scar. Second one good for Anthony Thompson. 21 for Thompson tonight, 73-63. Left side, Lane Waldall steps in, kicks it out to Asowski, up top to Grindelin. Grindelin to Nelson. Nelson, pick and roll, and a dangerous pass inside, and Wilcox ends up with it. Had it stripped away from behind, but got the rebound, then got another rebound. So that will leave Bridger Wilcox at the line. Foul goes against Brody Lutka. It'll be his third. Wilcox at the line. First one is good. Wilcox tonight, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He's got one more, 73-64. Second one on the way, rolls in good. 25 for Bridger Wilcox tonight, 73-65. Phillips up top to Larson. So go inside, nice pass. Ethan Jackson's got an easy one and one. Ethan Jackson, easy one there, and he's gonna get a chance at a three-point play. 22 tonight for Ethan Jackson. Foul went against Lane Waldall, that's his third. Jackson, free throw, no good. And the rebound down to Brody Lutka, and he is tied up. So the jump ball is in possession arrow of the Thunderbirds. So they'll inbound. Inbound corner, Anthony Thompson trying a three, and he's fouled on the three. That'll send Anthony Thompson the line for three. And they're going to give Lane Waldall this one. It's his fourth. So three here for Anthony Thompson, who is 4 of 4 from the line. First one's good. 22 on the night for Thompson. Second free throw, up, good. Waldall out. Chet Cornelius in. 77-65. One more here for Anthony Thompson. The last one, good. Thompson on the night, 7 of 7 from the charity stripe. It's a 13-point game, 78-65. Left side, Grinlin. Grinlin drives in. Baseline, jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Wyatt Nelson. His shot is no good. The next rebound, tipped out to Osowski. The left side, Grinlin. Inside, here's Jet Cornelius. Free throw line jumper. Rebound came right back down to him. And he's fouled on his next shot. So the foul called. And I didn't see who the foul was on. First one for Jet Cornelius, no good. Now they give it to Brody Lutka, that's his fourth. Next one, good for Jet Cornelius. Makes 1 of 2, 78-66. Phillips, Larson now across. Here's Taden Larson, nice dump down, and Lutka tried to give it back to him and turns it over. Osowski on the return. Osowski up top, over to Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox has to pull the trigger on a three, and that's well short. Airballed that one, goes out of bounds. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball with 2:12 to play and a 12-point lead. Lutka over to Thompson. Thompson across half court. Thompson out to Taden Larson. Larson to Lutka, high post, free throw line. Inside look to Ethan Jackson. Jackson, shot is blocked. Taken away. Back the other way it comes. Thief River Falls. Wilcox inside. Nice dump down to Jet Cornelius. And he gets the easy bucket. 78-68. Ethan Jackson back to Lutka. Lutka across half court. Lutka nearly lost the basketball, kicks it out to Larson. Larson penetrates, back to Lutka. Lutka, left-handed layup, good. Boy, they're passing the ball well. 80-68, 1:25 to play. Cornelius out to Osowski. Prowler's gonna have to start taking some of those shots, and Osowski's drive is no good. Brody Lutka is down to the board. 1:15 to go. Jackson out front. It's a 12-point game at 80-68. Jackson on the drive, fouled from behind. If this is against Grinlin, he'll be done for the night. And it is. So Tucker Grinlin will actually foul out of the game. 8 points, 2 boards. So Grinlin out. Spencer Scar coming back in. 1:09 to go. Here's Ethan Jackson at the line. First one is no good. Jackson 1 of 4 tonight. Next one coming for Ethan Jackson. Second one, good. And the Thunderbirds are going to take a timeout. So a 30-second timeout, we'll take it. YourLiveEvent.com, 81-68, Thunderbirds leading.
At Deerwood Bank, we believe in the power of community. That's why we're committed to supporting our youth, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether it's sponsoring local sports teams or funding educational programs, we've been dedicated to helping our future leaders grow and succeed since 1910. Because at Deerwood Bank, we know that investing in our youth is investing in a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at any of our 14 Minnesota locations. Deerwood Bank, banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
81-68 tonight. Thunderbirds leading with 1:09 to play over the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Osowski will give it to Wilcox, and Wilcox will look to bring it up. There's Bridger Wilcox, looks for some space, has to drive in. His shot is off the mark, and a rebound that is controlled by Tommy Phillips. Phillips ahead to Taden Larson. The Thunderbirds are going to slow it down, bring it out. For Anthony Thompson. Thompson has to do something with it. Now over to Taden Larson. Larson on the left side, fouled from behind by Dylan Osowski. So that'll send Taden Larson to the line for a one and if make one. So at the line is Taden Larson. Larson tonight is 2 of 2. He's got 14 points. It's been a solid night for Taden Larson. Free throw away and is good. He'll shoot again. Substitutions. Here is Connor Bruce comes in. Also in is Casey Nelson and Cooper Shervin. Phillips and Thompson sitting down. Gage Jackson in. Blair Heisler in. Taden Larson with one more here. Second one is good for Taden Larson. 40 seconds to play. Connor Bruce will bring it up. Left side, Shervin. Shervin up top. Nelson right side. Here's Scar. Little contact and fouled on his way to the hoop. That'll send Spencer Scar to the line. So the foul called goes against Gage Jackson. Spencer Scar, first free throw, no good. Ledanian rolling. Drayton Tibbetts coming in. Ethan Jackson. Brody Lutka sitting down. One more here for Spencer Scar. Second one good. Makes one of two. 83-69. Drayton Tibbetts with the basketball. Tibbetts will give it up to Heisler on the left side. Heisler. Back to Taden Larson, 20 seconds to play. Larson, left side, and tipped out of bounds. It'll be Thunderbird basketball from the near sideline. Inbound will go to Taden Larson. 17 seconds. Thunderbirds are going to come away with a win. A come-from-behind victory here tonight. Inside look to Drayton Tibbetts. The turnaround jumper is good. Drayton Tibbetts with that one, 85-69. Connor Bruce going to hold up here and just let this one run out, and the Thunderbirds are going to come away with a win tonight. A come-from-behind victory. 85-69. The Thunderbirds are going to end their regular season at 15-11. Thief River Falls with one game remaining tomorrow night against Bemidji. They are 14-11. Post-game report on the way. We'll take a break. We'll come back. That starts next. Mahnomen-Waubun over Thief River Falls, 85-69. You saw it on yourliveevent.com.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Are you confident in your financial future? This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franz & Investment Services. We help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals, whether it's saving for retirement, funding education, or building wealth. It's not just about numbers, it's about your life. Let's work together to build a strategy that grows with you. Call today for a complimentary consultation. 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
Post-game here tonight as we get into it. Post-game report brought to you by Kurt Fillion, your wealth advisor with Franz & Investment Services. Kurt Fillion, of course, you can contact him. Call or text 218-230-2822, offering retirement planning, college funding, estate planning, insurance services, and so much more. Call Kurt today, 218-230-2822. Kurt Fillion and Franz & Investment Services as we get into our post-game report. And our game summary here tonight. The Thunderbirds get the win, 85-69. Game started out with Thief River Falls kind of shooting the lights out and actually built about a 19-point lead. Thunderbirds would go on a nice 18-0 run and would eventually tie the ball game at 33. From there, it would kind of go back and forth as we'd had a tie at 33 and then a tie at 56, and that would be our last tie. But the Prowlers would actually build back about an 8-point lead. Thunderbirds would come storming back because of their inside game and some big shots and drives. They would build their lead into a double figure and would actually go on and get the victory here tonight. A nice win at home, nice come-from-behind win to end the regular season. Thunderbirds now 15-11. Thief River Falls falls to 14-11. It's your game summary tonight, part of your Franz & Investment post-game report. Kurt Fillion, your wealth advisor. Take a break, come back. We're going to name our stars of the game. That comes your way next. Post-game report continues right after this.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Post-game report. We'll get into our stars of the game tonight. We got a couple of guys here from the Thunderbirds. We're going to talk with Gage Jackson first. Hey, man, congratulations on the win here tonight. Tell me about the game and what you thought.
Oh, I thought we started off. We played pretty bad, really bad. And then we had to make some adjustments on defense, and that helped spark our offense.
Yeah, it seemed like the first half, maybe a slow start, but that was a big run in the first half to get you guys back into it. What was kind of being said during the timeouts and whatnot?
We just had to play confident and play cool, calm, and collective.
So now you come away senior night, come from behind win. What does it mean here to get this win tonight?
It meant a lot to get our last win in Mahnomen, in our last game at Mahnomen.
So you go on to the tournament, the playoffs. What do you think? What's kind of the goal here?
We want to make a big run in the playoffs.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck as you go into the tournaments, man.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Gage Jackson joining us here. Brody Lutka will be the next on senior night here tonight. Brody, congratulations on the win. Tell me about the ball game. This was kind of a seesaw tale of two halves. Your thoughts after this one?
We started really slow, really lazy. Nobody was working on defense, and then turned it up a little bit when we switched into our scramble, and that helped us rest of the game.
You know, they had a couple of big shooters. What was the plan after that first half defensively? What did you change?
We strictly did what we did to Joe Cornier last year at Winnimac, and we face guarded them while playing a little soft zone in the paint, the rest of us, and it worked very well.
So what do you need to get better at now? You got tournament play starting next week. What's kind of the areas to improve?
I don't think we need to get better at anything. You know, we just need to play how we can play at the right time. We struggle to do that. Sometimes we're slow, like in the start, and then we pick it up. We just got to play like that all game.
I mean, how about the behind-the-back passes coming out of you? I mean, what was going on?
We probably shouldn't talk about that too much because Clark can maybe hear me from here somehow.
He has a sense. He can sense.
Yeah, he knows that I'm talking about something I shouldn't be doing. So
it worked, though. So
it did work. I remember doing it in Ada, though. Tried to cross court it one time. Oof, I got yelled at bad. So we're going to keep it on the low.
Everything worked out, man. Congratulations on the win. Best luck as you enter tournament play.
Thank you so much.
You bet. We'll slide Ethan Jackson over here next. Congratulations on the win, man. Tell me about the game.
It was fun. We did good sometimes. First half we did bad, but we adjusted and it worked out.
So you guys were down by as many as like 18 points. I mean, what was kind of the feeling amongst the team as you were taking timeouts?
Get our spirits up, get our energy up, and keep playing to our strengths. We don't need to take shots that ain't our shots.
And it seemed like as soon as you guys started pounding the ball inside, that was kind of the key here tonight.
Yeah, it's our main goal when it comes to playing certain teams. And today, the main goal was getting in the paint. Sometimes our bigs are the ones to do it, and sometimes our guards are the ones to do it.
How awesome is it to get the win, the last win here on this court and on senior night?
Feels amazing. Best thing that could ever happen, unless we win the championship.
Well, we'll start here, huh?
Yeah.
Congratulations on the win, man. Best luck in the tournaments.
Thank you.
Let's pass the microphone. We got Blair Heisler joining us here. Hey, congratulations on the win. Tell me about this one. How'd you feel?
I guess it feels good to win, obviously. And then, it didn't start out very good, as everybody's seen. And then we just adjusted, and then it worked out in the end.
Did you kind of know, I mean, you guys were down fairly big in the first half. Did you know that you guys were capable of making that comeback?
Oh, yeah. We've done it multiple times this year. When we were down, it never really felt like we were out. It kind of felt like we were destined to come back. But, yeah, it just felt like we were coming back.
So what's the goal now? You get into tournament play. Where do you think this team can go?
Clark says we can go pretty far, and I think so too. I mean, this is probably one of our best teams we've had in the last couple of years, and it's been fun. It's been really fun. So I think we have a good chance of going pretty far.
What are the areas to improve on to get ready for tournament play?
Just hustle, laziness. Got to work. Got to work more on defense, and offense needs to be more fluid, is what Clark says. But
yeah, we don't always listen to Clark.
Yeah.
Hey, man, congratulations on the win here tonight. Fun ball game. Best luck in the tournaments.
Thank you.
You bet. It's Blair Heisler joining us here as our stars of the game. The seniors tonight take home the Star of the Game awards. Congratulations to the seniors as Star of the Game award winners tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have Coach Clark. He's on his way up. That comes your way next. Friends and Investment Services and Kurt Fillion, your wealth advisor. Post-game report continue after this.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. A full supply of building needs materials, shingles, insulation, and so much more. You'll find it at Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen. Not only do they carry the materials, they also have tools that you can buy or rent. They're a Milwaukee Tools dealer. They also have equipment that you can buy or rent, and they are now a steel dealer. Call today, 218-935-5631, or stop by Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen.
Enbridge Energy Player of the Game tonight, and tonight the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Boy, this is a tough one because there are a lot of kids that really deserve it. I gave it to Anthony Thompson. I thought he brought the energy tonight, so congratulations to Anthony Thompson. He's our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll get him a free T-shirt courtesy of Enbridge. Life takes energy with Enbridge. We'll keep her right here. We got John Clark Jr., the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, joining us here following the victory over Thief River Falls, 85-69 tonight. Rays, maybe not the start you wanted, but the results were pretty good in this one. Your thoughts after this one?
Yeah, I don't know. We put together a new entrance there with the lights out and the spotlight, and I think it put us to sleep or something, Sean. At the start of that game, literally first 10 minutes of the game, we just, no energy. We were standing around, and it looked to be one of those nights where it just wasn't going to go our way. And luckily, we went to the vaunted scramble defense, and the boys got some energy and turned them over and got a couple buckets, and played an awfully good stretch there at the end of the half just to get ourselves back in it. And really liked what we did the second half. I just thought we played in control on offense, got easy looks, kind of went to a bit of a different defense and executed that fairly well. So, yeah, really pleased. I think what were we down, 17 or 18 in the first half, and we got it back to reasonable at halftime, so that was probably the biggest part of the game.
You know, and I was really impressed with how your kids, the passing tonight, sharing the basketball. I know we've talked about it before and in the pregame show, but boy, they really did a nice job of finding that open player tonight.
We did, and it, like we talk about making the game easy, and I thought that's exactly what they did. There wasn't a lot of fantastic plays. There was a lot of good, solid plays for us tonight, especially in that second half. And and when we're doing that, that's when we're at our best. So, yeah, like you said, sharing the ball and making shots and getting easy looks, and it all adds up to a nice little comeback win for us.
You know, and it's real easy. You know, you get down by 17, 18 points, things aren't going your way. But, boy, this is a gutsy team. They really gut things out, and I know that they're not always the fastest starters, but they find ways. Yeah,
and that's probably the thing I'm most pleased with in this game is just our mental game. Earlier in the year, we'd have got down 17, 18. We would have crumbled. You would have saw all kinds of fantastic plays and shots and attempts at it anyway, but we just settled. You know, we didn't panic. We didn't barking at each other, and just played good basketball and whittled that lead in the first half. And like I said, just dynamite second half for us.
Well, you in the regular season on a high note, a 15-11 record, and I know it's been kind of a roller coaster ride, but I think overall these boys are starting to find their stride here as they get into the tournaments.
Yeah, we certainly know what we're good at and what we're not good at, and I think we know our identity, and we just got to play to that. And we're unfortunately we're still a work in progress on defense, but at times we show it. So we set ourselves up, though. I mean, we did what we could to get a number 1 seed in our side of the section is huge for us. So now we just got to capitalize on that.
So what do you focus on now as you got a little time, little practice time? What are some of the things that you focus on?
Just all those things on defense when we get out of position. I mean, that's going to be our focus is defensive positioning and understanding what teams are trying to do and take some of that stuff away. We way too reactionary. We react to what they're doing rather than kind of take them out of what they want to do. So we'll give the boys tomorrow off, and we'll come back next week with 3 hard practices, and it probably won't be very much fun for them. A lot of defensive drills and defensive positioning.
Well, you get to host one on Thursday night. That's always fun to play a tournament game in front of your home crowd.
Absolutely, yep. So and kind of get a nice send-off. The seniors got a nice send-off here tonight at Mahnomen, and then our playoff game will be down in Waubun on Thursday, so they get a chance to send them off in that gym as well. So looking forward to it.
Rays, I appreciate the time here. Congratulations on the win tonight. Congratulations on another great regular season, and best of luck here as you get into the tournaments.
Thank you much, Sean.
It's John Clark Jr. Joining us here following the victory tonight over Thief River Falls, 85-69. As we'll get right into our numbers tonight. Start with Thief River Falls, led by Bridger Wilcox. 26 points, 8 boards for Wilcox tonight. Wyatt Nelson, 18 points, 2 boards. He had 4 threes in the first half, only 2 points in the second half. Tucker Grindelin, 8 points, 2 boards. Jet Cornelius, 5 points, 2 boards. Lane Waldall, 7 points. Dylan Osowski, 5 points, 4 boards. And Spencer Scar had a point and 2 boards. Thief River Falls, 12 of 18 from line, 23 rebounds, 19 turnovers. They're 14-11. Thunderbirds tonight led by Anthony Thompson, 24 points, 2 boards. Ethan Jackson, 23 points, 4 boards. Taden Larson, 16 points, 2 boards. Brody Lucka, 11 points, 7 boards. Gavin MacArthur, 7 points, 2 boards. Tommy Phillips, 2 points, 2 boards. Drayton Tibbetts had 2 points here tonight. Thunderbirds, 18 of 22 from the line. They ended the night with 20 rebounds, 18 turnovers. They enter the tournament 14-11 as they'll begin subsection play next Thursday night in Waubun. That'll do it for the broadcast. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Please patronize the advertisers that you've heard and see throughout the broadcast. Thanks to Elizabeth Gunther. She's my Your Live event engineer for this evening. Final score tonight, boys basketball, Mahnomen-Waubun over Thief River Falls, 85-69. From the Mahnomen High School Gymnasium tonight on YourLiveEvent.com, I am Sean Bierk. Have a great night, everybody.